You may have noticed on some woods roads as you're driving along and you approach a stream, it does this little dog-legged U-shaped turn around the stream. That's an effort to avoid elevation gain or loss or an excessively steep slope. We can see the slope of the line by selecting it instead of height. And you see the Y on the left, that is showing where I am on the Y-axis here. So if my cursor is here, where that crosshair lands, negative 118.637% slope. Then we cross the river and end up here at 132.963% slope. And when you try to take a load over that, somewhere between here and here, you'll learn about 3 new words from a trucker. To avoid that, let's explore what it means to build along the contour. To do that, we need a contour line, which we build by going under Raster, Extraction, Contour. The input is the elevation model, DEM, and I'm going to use an interval of 20 meters. Run. 17.94 seconds later, close. So to follow this contour, we're just going to pick one and follow it along. And you can see I'm missing a little bit in some spots, and that's okay for right now. And of course, you'd never build exactly like this. This is much too sharp a radius to turn. You would have to build some kind of a bridge there, and that would cut some of that off. But just for purpose of example here, this is following pretty near exactly along that contour, and then you're on your way. So let's look at this in terms of height, and you can see I'm going off my line a little bit here and there, but for the most part we're going right along that same elevation until we decide to go off it here. And looking at the slope here, we can see there's all these little jumps. That's just a reflection of it being a 1 meter resolution elevation model, and there's bumps. But the overall average here is right about 0, just as it should be. So this is obviously a pretty tricky feature to build a road across, and option A would be to put it somewhere else. Given the location here, there's not really any area draining to this that would make this a large stream. I think this is a feature of geologic history. I'm sure some water moves through it, but it's not the main feature here. So if you wanted to get from somewhere down here to somewhere up here, and you had all of this area to put a road in, you only get one choice. You'd probably be best off looking for where these lines are spaced the farthest apart, meaning the least steep slopes, and also where these are least pointed. That way you naturally follow your contour around the widest radius, giving the trucks room to turn. So what you might do is identify some candidate spots, put this on an Avenza map, take it to the field, and see what the conditions are on the ground. In any case, that's why when you're approaching a stream, you often don't want to go full send straight across it. You're following the natural inclination of the land around that curve, upstream, across, and then on your way.